I'd like to do a toast, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Let's do a toast.
Okay. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, maniacs, to the loonies, and ding-dongs. Some people would say that we're the crazy ones, but I think we're geniuses, because we're crazy enough to try to change this ding-dong crazy world.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Welcome! The zombies are coming.
You know what? You know.
Dog, that's my man's in there.
I'm fucking editing. I'm minding my own goddamn business. And sure as... Sure as horseshoe flies on shit, dude. That's not what I wanted to say. But I don't have anything else.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So, it's what we're doing. Sorry. Alright, now. I go outside. Like, let me take a fucking smoke break. Get my life together. What am I doing? I don't want to do this. I'm burnt the fuck out. Take a break from editing, dude. Just maybe we pack it in for the night. Yes? Maybe we should. Maybe it should be done. No. You have to do the other one. I made a video that I probably never posted. In said video, I said nobody ever completed the thing like that. I said in the video I was working on 2 episodes of the podcast, which is it is true. I was working on 2 episodes. I had a guest in that I oddly, me and him both came to the same conclusion separately, individually, and didn't say anything about it, but we both walked away from that podcast going, that is gonna fucking suck. For 2 completely different reasons, I'm sure. I have not compared notes with him, so I can't tell you what he thought sucked about it, unless it was everything that I did, because if that's where his logic of thinking is, I couldn't agree more. There were decisions that I made that I wish I hadn't made. Like, I asked too many fucking questions, and, you know, I get wrapped up sometimes because it's not that I'm not interested. I am interested, which is the reason why I ask questions. Except when I ask these questions, I think it comes off as if I'm being patronizing, as if I'm being facetious. Like, I don't really have a vested interest, and I'm trying to make it sound like I do for the sake of the fucking show, which is nonsense. I wouldn't do that.
You gonna put me in a Boston crab like a wrestler? You gonna strangle me because you're from the Southwest? You gonna strangle me, huh? What, are you gonna strangle me because you're from the Southwest, buddy?
I'm not gonna do, if I'm not into some shit, man, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to have to sell you on the idea that I'm sold on whatever it is that we're doing in here. If it doesn't motivate me to sit in this fucking chair and throw it together, I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm not sure. I have to really talk to him about it. But what the fuck is the point that I was going to make? Shit. He said to me, hold on, I have my phone on me. Yeah, you and everybody else in the world. So what, you think you're special? No, I don't. No, I don't. Oof. Let's get right out of that. There's nothing better, by the way, than when somebody says, hey, could you do me a favor and text this person? Yeah, but I don't have their number. Okay, here's their number, and I want you to text them exactly what I tell you to text them. Okay? Like, okay. Like, you know what this is like? This is like when you're for the older heads. This is for don't do that. For the older people in the crowd, wherever you're at, when your mom would give you a note to run to the store to grab fucking cigarettes or liquor or whatever. I was gonna say, or a crack, but that's just mean-spirited. That's not even funny.
Oh, right.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. And you give them a note, or when she sends you back to school, what about the note? Like, I don't know, there's curse words involved somehow, is what I'm trying to say. You know, or when you go to school and your mom says, well, you can tell the teacher I said, bitch, mind your motherfucking business, right? I don't know why that turned into that. I'll tell you exactly why. I know exactly how it happened. Don't lie. All right, you got me. My hands are up. I fucking surrender, okay? I was thinking about that Kevin Hart bit that he did. I don't remember what special it's on. Fuck, I don't remember what special it's on. Was it on Laugh at My Pain? I don't know. Where he basically says, I went to school and my mom said this, and this to the teacher, and then she told me that I could say bitch or fuck or whatever it was, and I took that and I used it 100 times more than I'm supposed to. Which, that's what I'm expanding on now. Somebody asked me to text somebody else. I know I'm very vague. I'm sorry. Gotta protect all parties invested because nobody signs up to get their shit put all over the fucking internet, man. So, you know what? No names, or completely anonymous here. She goes, I want you to text. I can't even repeat what she told me to text her. Because if I repeat it, then everybody's gonna be fucking grabbing cartridges all over the place. People are gonna be very upset. I'm gonna be I'm everything that's wrong with America today. I'm white, I'm straight, whatever the fuck else label you wanna put on me. And then if I go and say some shit like that, let me put it to you this way. She said, you tell her to...
Today's show was brought to you by the letter bong, and the number.
Roger, Master.
Q. The number Q.
Hurry the fuck up, basically. Right? That's not the way that she put it. She told me to put it another way, and she said write it exactly the way I told you to write it. So, okay, man, if you're telling me to do it, so I'm doing it. Like, look, it's not a patent. I went look, and I put my phone to the camera. I'm not showing you the message. Because if I did that, then I think you would see my number.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
At worst, you would see hers, for sure. And I would never do that to somebody. No, you would definitely see her number. I'm not doing that to her. I don't even have it. I mean, look, here's the deal. If you don't have somebody's phone number, and by the way, it's exactly completely off the rails of what I originally hit the fucking record button for in the first place, but if you don't have somebody's phone number, right, and somebody else asks to use your phone and they text somebody or ask you to call them, whatever the situation is, once that transaction is completed, game over. You don't then all of a sudden obtain the almighty knowledge of their phone number. Hidden scrolls, all kinds of shit. Can't make connections, sorry. I'm foggy, man. I'm burnt the fuck out. It's not gonna be what it usually is, which is slightly more witty, I guess. I don't even know what that means. Who cares, right? We don't. Not right now, we don't. It's fucking October 9th, 10:33 p.m. Days have gone by. 2 podcasts are fucking recorded, and I don't even know where the fuck I'm going anymore. I'm stressed. It's a goddamn mess. But you then do not obtain the number and use it. If I came to you and I said, hey man, can you do me a favor? Could you text Jen for me? And you go, well, I would never ask you to text her. I'd do it myself. Let's say I don't have my phone on me, right? And I say to you, man, look, can I use your phone real quick? I gotta call Jen for whatever reason. It would have to be something important, because I wouldn't just ask to use somebody's phone, first of all. Secondly, for the exact reason that I'm talking about, I wouldn't want to do that. But if I did that, you gave me your phone, I called her, business is done. If after that you go and text her, you are a fucking asshole. Unless otherwise specifically given direction by the individual who owns said number. You do not keep that number. You don't text that number. You don't call that number. Otherwise, you are a fucking creep, dude. Creep, dude. Nasty. You don't do that. Anyway, reverting back to what we originally were talking about. Podcast is done. Right? So, it's already up. It's set to go out. It just needs a title, which I don't have. And I text this dude, and I said, it's all edited and ready for Saturday. If you want to listen before that, I can send you a file or YouTube link. If not, I'll just put it out. 2.5 hours later, I get, yeah. So which I assume means send me the file. So I send it. I said, needs a better title. As the title stands right now, it's called Boots and Boards, which is trash. I wanted to originally call it, what the fuck did I want to call it? Bomba Crop, but I'm pretty sure somebody would call me a fucking racist for playing on words, so we can't, that's out. Can't do that. I was gonna call it Boards and Half Pipes, but I can't do that because, you know, obvious fucking reasons. Because then people get notions in their head of what shit means, and you don't know what this person's deal's like, so can't do that. Then I get a text. So here's the timeline. 7:45, or yesterday. Damn, was that the time? Apparently yesterday at 10:06 p.m. I texted him and told him it was ready to go. 7:45 a.m. he texted me back, yeah. 9:30 I sent him the link. 12:30 I get a message. When I left your house, I thought it was gonna suck, but that was good. And I thought to myself, you know, maybe I worded this wrong, but I said, as soon as I listened to it, I was surprised too. I didn't think it was going to sound as good as it did. So, I meant shit on my end, not anybody else. But then he says, and I don't know if this is going to happen, so don't get fucking married to the idea, because it very well could fall through and never become anything. But he then says, we should do one every 2 weeks or something, like a whole nother show. And I said, yeah, for sure. I would be into that. We just need a show title and we're good to go. That's it. Like, I'm down for whatever, man. You want to fucking do a show? Let's do it. You know what I mean? I don't care. Although I'm sure it's gonna fall through and it's never gonna happen. So, and that's not even a slight on him. Life is just crazy, dude. Too much shit is happening all at once to make plans and expect them to be upheld. It's just not gonna happen. So let me get to the original order of business, which was why I clicked that fucking button in the first place. A message from the apartment complex. It says, "This is a reminder for all tenants here that smoking is not permitted in your apartment, in the hallways, or on the sidewalks. This includes vaping as well as marijuana/medical marijuana. If you must smoke, ugh, gross, fucking piece of garbage, you need to be at least 20 feet away from the building. Your cooperation in this matter is appreciated. Thank you. Management office number, go fuck yourself, because we don't care about any of your complaints. All we want to do is enforce the goddamn rules. And if you don't like that, we'll evict your ass. And we're keeping your security, because you can't afford the amount of lawyers we can afford." So anyway, here's the thing I don't understand. And this is not a gimmick. I'm not being shitty. I've been struggling with this since the day that we signed our lease. The day. I asked them. I'm a straight shooter. I didn't ask them if I was a straight shooter. I asked them a question because I'm a straight shooter. I said, "Hey man, I understand no vaping, no smoking cigarettes in the house. I get all that. 100%. 2 questions, actually. 1, if we can't smoke in the house, which I don't have a problem with, I prefer to actually smoke outside because it doesn't stink the house up, which is always good. But if nothing, the literal wording on the lease is nothing, that you can have nothing that smokes, right? So then how can you say we can use a George Foreman grill in our apartment? Because that thing literally fucking smokes.
It makes all of your favorite foods and it knocks out the fat.
And he's like, "Dude, don't be a fucking wise ass. Like, do you need me to write that into the lease right now?" Like, dude, that's not, trust me, I'm not trying to be a wise ass. Like, that's a legit question. If you can't have things that smoke, then what the fuck happens when you burn something? You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid things that I think about that I don't think that they think about when they write this shit. Secondly, okay, so let's just say I have a medical marijuana license. Let's just say. He said, "Do you?" I said, "No. But it is within reason to believe that it's inevitable. It's bound to happen. Sooner or later, it will happen. So, you saying I can't smoke medical weed inside my apartment?" That's correct. You cannot. You are not permitted to do so, and any action directly going against our legal jargon could result in your immediate expulsion, in which time you would have to surrender your keys and dwelling back to owners herein, thereby, whatever legal shit. The designated place for you to smoke is in the driveway. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a walk out my door, and I'm going to go down the 3 flights of stairs, and I'm going to walk all the way down that driveway, because I want you to get an actual sense of how long it takes to get there. And when you hear the cars speeding past, that's when we know we're in the right place to smoke. Now, legit question. I know all that buffering brings us to this. I bitch about filler constantly, and yet it is the exact thing that I do that makes this fucking thing what it is. So, if I'm not a hypocrite, I don't know what is, dude. I mean, really? The law in New Jersey states, and I hear you. You broke my concentration. Congratulations. If you don't have a medical license, why the fuck are you going on about this? Because shit like this is important, man. Because what happens when the doctor ultimately decides they're done? They're done. This is a problem that I'm going to have. I need to figure out a way around the system. So, I'm supposed to walk all the way down the driveway, right out in the open for anybody and everybody to see, and I'm supposed to spark my weed. I'm supposed to spark my medical weed in the fucking middle of a highway.
I am really...
Right? I don't think the cops are going to smile upon that situation. I really don't. As a matter of fact, it dictates in state law the only place that you're allowed to smoke your medical marijuana devices is in your living room. Well, it doesn't say that. It says literally the only place you're allowed to smoke your weed is where you live. Other than, you know, we're gonna pull it. I'm so tired, dude. So tired. You have no idea. Every moment of every day. Every moment of every fucking day. It hurts. Never. Maybe a couple hours of relief here and there. It's very short-lived. So yeah, fucking cheers. Hooray for fucking modern medicine. Anyway, we're gonna pull this up. That's what we're gonna do. Fuck, I have 3 in the bank. Because I also have the Facebook thing. It's not 2020, dickface. I don't know why you're Googling marijuana states in 2020. I know. New Jersey. How do I put this? Okay, I already know the answer to all these questions. Top 4 questions people asked Google. Survey said, is medical marijuanas, because apparently there's an S at the end of that, legal in New Jersey? It is, until you get caught with it, probably. Can you get edibles in New Jersey? Pretty sure. Can I use my medical card in another state? No, I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure a New Jersey medical weed card is only good in the state of New Jersey. Does New Jersey accept out-of-state medical marijuana patients? No, they don't. Not unless you're going to switch your entire life over so that the state of New Jersey can shove its big green gardeny dildo up your ass. That's it. So, now let's go down the list of questions. Is medical marijuana legal in New Jersey? Cannabis in New Jersey is currently illegal for adult use, but permitted for medical use. Efforts at legalization during 2018-19 legislative sessions were unsuccessful. Well, thank you for that. Can you get edibles in New Jersey? Only one dispensary sells more than flower. Under some asshole's new bill, cannabis producer would be able to make more products, including edibles and oils. To get medical marijuana recommendation in New Jersey, a patient has to go see a doctor and be registered with the state, which would take you a minimum of 4 visits. which the average going rate of that, I might add, is $150 a pop. And nothing happens in between those visits, so have fun with that. I'm sure I will in the future. Can I use it in another state? Okay, maybe I was wrong. The quick answer is yes. Several states have some type of agreement. Other states most commonly issue driver's licenses. Okay. Currently, following 7 states recognize out-of-state MMJ cards: Arizona, Delaware, Maine, Michigan, Nevada, New Hampshire, Rhode Island. Okay, it says, does New Jersey accept out-of-state medical marijuana cards? Answer: Arkansas. Out-of-state patients can use, possess, and purchase medical marijuana from a state dispensary 2.5 ounces every 14 days if they have a medical card from their home state. That doesn't say anything about New Jersey, and I'm not reading the rest of these.
You fucking Momo, what's the matter with you?
Back to the top. Guide for patients. Now this is going to tell us where we can do this shit. Oh, no. New Jersey Compassionate Use Medical Marijuana Act, or the CUMA. Who the fuck names these things? Patients and caregivers should always carry proper identification, including MMP cards, at all times. Medical marijuana patients should be... Well, I skipped a line. Medical marijuana should always be maintained in its original labeled packaging. Patients should keep their medical marijuana at their residence and only transport it when absolutely necessary. Understand that the smell of burning or raw marijuana outside the home will attract law enforcement attention. You guys smell that? Smells like an easy arrest to me. Let's go get this fucking asshole.
Right, I got you.
If transporting or possession of medical marijuana outside their residence, patients and caregivers should receive the amount kept in possession to a minimum as stated above, as always maintain it in its original packaging. Okay. You see how it's getting a little tighter and tighter? Patients and caregivers are not permitted to share in other way redistribute medical marijuana to any other person. Medical marijuana is solely intended for the consumption of the patient. Patients may possess paraphernalia, but only for the purposes of consuming medical marijuana. Patients and caregivers are not permitted to grow or cultivate marijuana or be in the possession of a marijuana plant. Patients and caregivers may not possess marijuana obtained from a source other than a licensed ATC, which is also known as a dispensary. Patients may not operate a motorized vehicle of any kind, aircraft, railroad, stationary, heavy equipment, or vessel while under the influence of medical marijuana. Patients are encouraged to use medical marijuana only in their residence. Say that again. Patients are encouraged to use medical marijuana only in their residence. Patients may not smoke medical marijuana in a school bus, on public transportation, in a private vehicle while in motion. Additionally, patients may not smoke marijuana on school grounds, any correctional facility, a public park, a beach, recreation center, or any other place where smoking is prohibited.
Jesus Christ.
So wait a minute. Do you see what I see? Hold on a second, sir, because the last rule that you just stated and this rule contradict one another. How do we handle this? If you are not, you are not allowed to smoke in places where smoking is prohibited, but at the same time you are encouraged to smoke in your residence. But if your residence prohibits the act of smoking, what then, sir, do you propose is the answer? I don't know. But I will find out. I only wish that I knew. You should review these guidelines prior to using or transporting medical marijuana. Please contact the MMP Customer Service Unit at if you have any questions. Oh, I would love to. I would love to call them, but those people are very busy talking to actual patients and not people who wish that they were on the fucking program already, so they don't have to live under the shadow of the axe of a fucking person who doesn't feel pain, judging them and constantly getting their fucking dick hard, feverishly jerking off at the idea that they hold your life in their hands, as delicate as it may be. Which brings me to the next topic of conversation. Which would be what, you may ask? And I just might have an answer for you. It's actually really fucked up, because I thought about it earlier today. And when I thought it, I couldn't believe it, because the idea that I have never thought this before blew my own fucking mind twice. When I had the thought and the aftermath of having the thought. Explosion. That right there was a predetermined drop. I'm gonna pause for the cause and say that, as dumb as it is, I'm very excited for that moment that just passed that neither of us have heard yet. Anyway, dude, there's been a lot of talk about simulations lately, yes? So, I was in the car. We were going to fill out the paperwork that I think I may or may not have mentioned on a podcast or a video that I did not put out, because I've given up on YouTube content. Why? Why would you do that? Since you're going to get sidetracked anyway. Because I know where my bread is buttered. That's why. And that is a dumb fucking saying.
Google it.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Welcome to the ADHD of podcasts. Keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. And I spelled where H-W-E-R-E. I just did that. To which Google's first search is, where am I? And it's a good question, because I think I just landed directly on Dyslexia Boulevard. That's where I think I'm at. Where did the saying, my name is Mud, 2 cents come from? Ears are burning, dogs barking. Oh, my dogs are barking. What does it mean? We know what it means. Know which side of one's bread is buttered. Be aware of where one's interests lie, as in Jerry always helps his boss. He knows which side of his bread is buttered. This expression alludes to the more favorable or buttered side of bread, since it has been used metaphorically since the 1500s. Really? I would have never fucking thought that. Jesus. So now, look, basically what I'm trying to say is, I know I said don't let the numbers drive you, right? But it's a bad look for the podcast. Let me tell you why. Well, I can sit here and say, don't let the numbers drive you. At the end of the day, I'm a content creator. And what drives content? Numbers drive content, right? In the passenger seat, next to the numbers, are the people that watch the shit. There's a better saying for this somewhere out there. You just won't find it in here right now. The point is, unfortunately, a lot of people are followers, right? We know this. We know I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about me. We do what we want. we do what we like. You know, we're not fucking waiting for somebody to show us the way. We know where we want to go, which a lot of the time is walk around aimlessly until we find something that catches our eye. But whatever. Listen, unfortunately, if there's 2 views on a video, other people are not going to watch it because instinctively they think to themselves, this video must suck very badly, which must be the reason why more people haven't watched it, which that in and of itself is flawed logic. Because how could you possibly know if the video sucked or not? How could the collective group of you know the video has sucked or not if you haven't fucking watched it, right? But the bottom line is, people like it when the numbers talk, okay? I've heard this from the comment section of YouTube, the all-knowing, all-seeing eye of the world in internet land. And it's been confirmed. The conspiracy has been confirmed. There are people out there that will purposefully dislike something, even if they like it, because other people don't like it. Now, that's especially true when the numbers are backed, when the disliking is backed by numbers. What do I mean? 1,000 people click on this, whatever this becomes, what we're doing right now, right? And 900 people dislike it. Nobody likes it. Not one person out of 1,000 likes it. The more people that come in and see it after that happens are going to be more inclined to press the dislike button than the like button, because everybody likes to be a part of the happening. What all is going on? People like to be a part of that. So if people are not going to the content that I'm doing outside of the podcast itself, YouTube is definitely fucking with my numbers, and I'm not saying that they're crazy. It may be a conspiracy, but the Flat Earth podcast had 106 views and counting, and then all of a sudden it was diverted back to 55 views. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was some hacker somewhere that was trying to help me by boosting the numbers out. I don't know. All I know is the number was big and then it got small.
I wasn't trying to trick a bitch. That's just wrong. Come on in here, bitch. I'm huge. You see I'm huge. Come on. Bing. Nothing. I apologize.
So I did a little research into the rest of my videos, and as it turns out, unsurprisingly, as that person reminded me a couple of months ago, you lost the plot, man. I did, and I'm not going to look for it. Reactions are fucking dead. The only reaction that will be put up on this fucking channel, the last one, will be the new Immortal Technique album when that shit drops. Because we've waited so goddamn long, Terminator Timeline, we will go back into time and record a fucking video for that goddamn album because it deserves it. It may even be its own podcast. I have no fucking idea yet. Because we're not there. So, I'm strictly going to do the podcast. Because see, like, now, what I would normally do is, let's say I reach an end, I don't want to talk anymore, I've exhausted the subject, whatever it is, I would normally cut it off, upload it on YouTube, and let it hang out there. Now I'm not going to do that anymore. Now everything is just going to be content for the fucking podcast, and it's either going to be used or it's going to be scrapped, and that's going to be it. There'll be one video a fucking week for the podcast, clips, and that's all she wrote, man. There's no sense in trying to fucking fight the tide, dude. It doesn't make sense. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's no sense in it. For everybody, I mean the two of you that watch the other shit that has been put up throughout the time, I appreciate your support, but dude, I can't make content for two people and have people who've never heard the podcast before come by, look at those numbers and go, fuck this, I'm out. I would rather them just take a gamble on the podcast and listen or not listen. Now they can obviously do their checking and go to the channel and see what the numbers are, but I don't want to do anything else to fucking damage this. So now it's under it. We're doing fire prevention at this point after the fucking house is already burnt down. That's what we're doing.
Now with the forest burned away, the little boy doesn't recognize his favorite spot. He can hardly recognize his little friends.
The fire was out and the beautiful forest was gone. But that was not the end of the story. One day, the little boy got to wondering about things. He wondered about the birds.
So anyway, before I get sidetracked again and I completely forget, the thought that had blown my mind was, if we're all in a simulation, right? I always say this. If we're all in a simulation, then I want my fucking money back, because who the fuck would pick my life to be in a simulation with? You're telling me none of this is real. The concept of that alone scares the shit out of me.
I pooped a little.
Right? But then I want you to ponder on this for a little bit. Think about it. What if, and this is really fucked up, but what if, let's say this is a simulation, right? Now, going on my own logic of who would choose my life for this shit, what if it's not that somebody chose my life? What if it's just as simple as the program is just lagging? That's why my life is so fucked up, because they're working the bugs out of the system, maybe. Or, I just got a fucking beat turn in a simulation and I guess I'm riding this shit till the wheels fall off. I don't know. If I took myself out of my own shoes for a moment and I became a complete stranger, if I was a stranger to me, and you went to a stranger and said, check that out. You play on a small video, whatever it is. Maybe that's why I'm making content right now. Because this is a weekly fucking thing that the program is doing to get people interested in trying the new disability model, right? I don't know. Dude, seriously though, that'd be fucked up if the program is just lagging, and that's really what this is all about. Like, it's not supposed to be like this at all. I'm supposed to be a fucking multi-millionaire. Really, I would just not want the problems I have. I don't want to be broke either, but I mean, I don't know. I can't really imagine any other kind of life than the one that I have. Why spend your life wishing you lived a different life? Because the entire time that you're alive, all you can do is just try to enjoy the one that you have. Even if it is only in small moments. As I realize while I sit here by myself, alone, that's really all that you have. And the bottom line is that, dude, most people are not going to give a fuck about what you do. Never mind within the worldwide interwebs, where I must have a fucking giant set of balls on me to put content out on something as big as the internet and expect a bigger response than what I'm getting. But see, that's the problem. Other people have drilled it into my fucking mind that I'm supposed to have a bigger following than I have. I think what I have is extremely healthy for what I'm doing. I would actually argue that this channel is immortal as far as where it is within the numbers and where it should be. Because remember, we started off at 4, in case you forgot. I was here. I know. There was 4 motherfuckers on this channel when it first got jump started last year. 4 motherfuckers. Now there's over 400 people that fluctuate in and out every time something gets put up. But that's gonna happen. People, looking around for fucking reactions. Still getting comments on old reaction videos. Like, dude, I'm so fucking over whatever it is that you're going on about. I'm glad that you're experiencing this for the first time. But I am light years ahead of your ass right now. Like, I don't give a fuck how much you like that band, dude. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the guy that shot the video who was talking shit about your band. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care. I really don't. But, it's gonna happen. So, like, it sucks. It kind of sucks, too, because now that people have said that to me, it's almost like I can't. Once you see something like that, you can never unsee it, right? Oh, well, your shit should be bigger. Yeah, everybody says that. If you got a few thousand, you're looking around trying to figure out how to become a millionaire. And if you're a fucking millionaire, you want to know how you can get into the fucking Bilderberg group or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know what their goddamn thing is. You know who I'm talking about. The 1%, the rich elite motherfuckers. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're... Who's rich? I don't know. Think of somebody who's fucking rich. Like who's above Bill Gates? Better, who's under Bill Gates? Like, no, you know what? Okay, there's Bill Gates, and then there's the Amazon guy, right? Like, you would be in Bill Gates' position, and yet you're still not happy because you want to be the guy from Amazon. You want to be the number one dude of everything. Not gonna happen. And there's no... Where's the fucking journey in that, man? Where's the fun? Where's the experimentation? Where's the journey? Maybe this is just some shit that I have to say because somewhere in my subconscious I should feel bad for myself, right? I don't know. I do think I'm fucking crazy for even doing this. I'll tell you this though, dude. Since we're going all over the place anyway, fuck it, who cares? I did something really fucking stupid today. I went to Burlington, certain retail store. Fuck it, I'll plug them, who cares? Went to Burlington Coat Factory. For anybody that doesn't know, you can Google it. It's a fucking store where they sell clothes. And there's a small section of men's shit, right? Where I like to get hoodies, and occasionally I get jeans from there. Jen bought me the winter jacket that I have, the Canadian winter jacket that's like $5,000. We got it in that place for $50. Dude, no shit. When we first moved into this place, the original guy that was the property manager was like, wait a minute, how the fuck are you even applying for affordable housing when you're wearing a $5,000 jacket? And I was like, 5,000? I got this shit for $50. The fuck are you talking about? And he turned his arm, and he has the same jacket that I got, except his is the lean model. I like puffy fucking shit. Whatever. He's like, that's what this shit costs. I Google it. So I looked it up, bro. It's fucking expensive. I got it in that motherfucker for $50. Best $50 investment ever. So I go back there today, and I bought 3 hoodies and a Bluetooth speaker. It cost me $70. Not the Bluetooth speaker didn't cost $70. The speaker cost $10. The Echo hoodie that I'm currently wearing right now costs $15. There's another hoodie out in the living room that I'm super excited to wear, and I know I'm a nerd for buying it, that costs $12. And then there's that nail in the coffin, the one that I knew I shouldn't have bought. I knew I shouldn't have bought it. But I never buy anything official. And it was a big hoodie that I could layer underneath. It was like, fuck it, dude. Like I was wearing the hoodie that Jen made me, the Jets hoodie, which is sick, obviously. You all have seen that, I'm sure. But I see the Jets one there and I'm like, oh man, like I've never had anything official, and I do need hoodies, man. And there wasn't much, if there was another one that I liked, I would have went with the other one. But that hoodie cost $30. $30 for a fucking hoodie, man. Jesus, that's a lot of money. Like, maybe, look, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm cheap, right? $30 is a lot of... Dude, when you bring up 4 things to the register and it costs almost $100, and your limit for the month to spend money is $100, my entire month of October just went on 3 hoodies and a Bluetooth speaker. That's the month. It's over now. Gone. That's it. Everything else is going on bills and to eating shit for the rest of the month. Toilet paper to wipe our asses. You know, paper towels. Shit like that. So, dude, I bring this up because I'm fucking determined. I'm determined to... Let me see if I still have it up. Because I wanna do this. Do I still have it? Yes, I do. Okay. It's all gonna make sense in a minute. Thanks to editing. Since I got a space here that I have to fill, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to get my plugs in. So just in case you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, appreciate you for sticking around. Thanks for listening. But it's important for you to know there's a Twitter page at Laughing Birds. There's also an Instagram page, same page, new handle, which is at Laughing Birds Pod. There will also be a website which you can find in the description of any podcast platform you're listening to, or if you happen to be listening to this on YouTube, it should be in the description there as well. Which, by the way, in case you were not aware, there is a YouTube channel, Jack of One Trade, which I'm currently working on trying to change that name to Laughing at Birds, because of the podcast, and I'm having issues with it coming up when I put it in the search engine. So now that we got all that out the way, clips are on Instagram and Twitter. Each one will be different whenever they get put up, so make sure you take time to go check that out. As always, there's artwork up on Instagram, and we're working through ideas for merch as well. So if you want to stay up to date with what all is going on, possible live streams on Instagram, not sure exactly what I want to do yet, just make sure you're tuned in because you don't want to miss anything. So without me running my fucking yapper anymore, let's get back to the damn show. I went on this website, right, on my phone, and it says you can get custom t-shirts, sweatshirts, and other apparel. So I thought to myself, you know what, man? You've been talking about making hoodies forever. Forever. Dude, every time I go to the store, I bitch and complain every fucking time. Now, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna look for fucking... This is not at all what the website looks like on my phone. Not at all. Okay, alright, we're getting somewhere. Tees, sweatshirts, and other apparel. Yes, you said that already. Now what? I don't give a fuck about brands, dude. Hold on, do I have to pick a brand? Popular brands, business, charities, hobbies and interests. Let's just click it. Again, all brand names. I don't understand. Alright, so we're gonna go... Oh, wait a minute. What is this? I don't know what I'm looking at. Anime, church, drawing, oh, okay. Okay. So... Okay, you know what? Humor. Let's just pick one. What the fuck? That's not the price at all that it was supposed to be. $43.99 each? What? Oh man, I got all excited. It's gotta be cheaper than that. Oh fuck me. Well, I guess there goes that idea. Damn. That sucks. Man. You know what, let's upload a design and see exactly what it would cost to make it. Because that just shit all over my parade, man. I was so excited about doing this. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do some shit nobody's ever done before. Let's just pick this one, because we're not really doing it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Tips for uploading your own art. Don't use images you don't have permission to use. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Oh, that looks dope too. $40 a piece. There's no sense in I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. T-shirts are easy. I want a hoodie, bitch. I don't want to make fucking t-shirts. Yeah, I'm done with you now. Go fuck yourself, liars. Fucking scumbags. What does it quote me on here? Okay, on here, it shows... Order one blank sample for $8.69. 1 to 5 hoodies is $34. 6 to 11 is $33. 12 to 17 is $27. You know, the more that you buy, the more that the price goes down. So if it was $8 a piece, I figured I could fucking... You know, I can spend $30 and get 5 hoodies. I could totally do that. But, you know, now I guess I can't. Fuck, man. That sucks dick, dude. That really does. I'm over here all day. I'm hyped up. I'm like, you know what, dude? Nobody's for the fucking small guy anymore. Nobody's for the small guy anymore. You can't go anywhere. I mean, everywhere I look, dude, somebody is selling a fucking hoodie and they want $50 for it. I get it, I guess. Minimum $50. Like that, I don't have that kind of money to spend on a hoodie. I would imagine most people are like me and they don't have that kind of money. My limit is $20 on a hoodie, dude, at a principal. And then I went and spent 10 more extra for a fucking stupid football team that don't give a fuck enough to win a goddamn game. On a loser fucking football team, I spent an extra $10. What kind of jerk off shit is that? And right in the... It all clicked. It all clicked as soon as I walked out of the store. I went, oh, fuck, they got me. Beginning of the season, didn't even realize it. Probably all that subliminal shit, they got me. The Eagles just beat the shit out of the team. 36-0. And you went and spent fucking $30 on a goddamn hoodie. You should be ashamed of your fucking self. I'm not a fair weather fan, dude, but I can't. I'll support the team through whatever, because I don't go to a single game. You're not a real fan. Look, I can't afford it, dude. I don't have $50 for parking. I don't have $300 for a fucking nosebleed ticket. I don't got transportation to go all the way out to fucking MetLife Stadium. And, you know, $20 to buy whatever kind of fucking food in a dog shit park that I'm not even going to eat. Probably get into a fist fight and wind up going to fucking prison because some goddamn asshole was in some kind of a shit move and decided he wanted to go to a football game. I don't have time for all that. Besides, I'm not much for crowds anymore anyway. I never really was to begin with. But the point is, dude, you know, I'm like, man, why the fuck? Why is this shit so expensive? There's got to be a way. My plan, and I'm going to, look, I was going to say you know me, but you don't know me. So let me tell you a little something about me. When I get my mind put on something, I'm going to try really hard to do it. And the only reason why I put it like that is I know most people say, when I want something, I get it. When I want something, I know it's never going to happen. And if it does, it comes with a fucking huge, by the way. By the way, we'll give you medication for your pain so that we can treat you. But, by the way, we're going to own everything about your life. You're going to save this cat from being thrown out in the parkway and being run over by a car. But, by the way, she's going to shit like a Play-Doh machine because she's going to get bit in her ass by a random fucking animal that nobody can seem to identify. And now she's going to live the rest of her life like that. Nothing you can do about it. You can finally have an apartment where you live. But by the way, the girl that you live with is going to have her shit everywhere. Everywhere. Dude, you know what? You know what I just found? It made me fucking sick. And I can say this because she's not here. Really, I would say it if she was here. The only difference between right now and if she was sitting in the other room is now she's not here to argue. So I can say literally whatever. And the best part is she's never going to hear this. So it doesn't matter because she doesn't give a fuck about what I say here. Now, don't hear me wrong. I'm sure she's happy that I'm doing something that, 1, doesn't include her, 2, keeps me away from her for long periods of time, and 3, I don't have another good reason, just too many numbers, but I'm cleaning the house, which is what I should be doing right now instead of been sitting here talking to you because I'm a fucking asshole. And I'm going through notebooks and looking through shit, trying to figure out what was written where. Realize how much shit I have written in these notebooks is completely useless to me now. And as if the fucking walk-in closet wasn't enough. When I set up this room, I had a radio in the corner over there. You know where it is now? It's still there. You can't see it anymore because what's above it is all her art shit. Fine, I get it. We gotta split a fucking hobby room. I understand. No man cave for me. I put a fucking I put a thing in the window for the football team like every fucking guy does everywhere in the world. Soccer, rugby, football, whatever, doesn't matter. Baseball. What'd she do? She takes her fucking spools of yarn, now they're on the windowsill with my football thing. On the other side of the window that I can overlook the parking lot of the $250,000 condos that I'll never be able to afford to live in one. It's the view I have. So I can aggravate rich snobs when they walk their dogs. More of her shit. Walk-in closet. Send for the 4th time. All her shit. I have a closet on wheels, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need to tell you how small that is. That's what I got. There's 2 of them. And you're never gonna believe this, but guess whose shit is also on both of those? I can't make this up, dude. I can't make it up. I couldn't make it up if I fucking tried. Every inch of this fucking... Look, she's even infiltrated my goddamn closet. My closet. The little jail cell space I had left. And you know what's on the top shelf? Paper towels, toilet paper. There's a couple of fucking things hanging up on a rack in there. And on the floor of the closet is her paint, her art shit, her sewing machines, and everything else is hers. As I'm flipping through what I believe to be the final frontier, a me zone, the last of the Mohicans, whatever the fuck. Is that racist now? Cancel me, please. I could use the ratings. Fucking flipping through a notebook. I open the book. I scroll over to the second page in the book. I look down. And what do I see? It's a fucking pattern. It's a pattern that you could use to make clothes with. She's infiltrated my fucking notebooks, man. There's nothing left. It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. As I sit here, I hold my hands out as the final bits the sand in the hourglass. You see me make the connection there? It took me a minute. Slide through my fingertips, and I realize my manhood is just so spread everywhere, just to be blown away in the wind. And I was gonna say something about being broke and trying to spread as little peanut butter as possible on the bread, but I couldn't think anything clever, so I just went with what I just said, which was nowhere near as satisfying. It gets blown in the wind to blend in with all the rest who have fallen casualty, all the rest of the men across this earth. Which includes, by the way, lesbians and gay men. Some people, not me. I am an equal opportunity employer, disrespecter, offender. Another word that I can't think of. I include you. I include you into this math equation, my LGBTQ friends. And I know some of you are at home scratching your heads going, well, you cisgendered white male, is that what it is? I have to look it up. I think that's what it is. How dare you, with your white man guilt, try to rope me in And those are two words you should never use in a sentence. Ever. Look, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. I wish none of that bad shit happened to anybody, but the reality is the human beings are fucking horrible people, and we're all animals just trying to conquer one another, even in the smallest of venues such as sexual intercourse. And if you don't believe me, go load up any porno anywhere in the world and find the category that is doggy style. You're welcome. That's all you need. In every venue, we are trying to fucking dominate one another. That's all we do, right? But I include you, friends. I include you. The one half of the lesbian couple that doesn't have any counter space for her fucking makeup, or hot rod magazines. I don't know what the fuck you're into, dude. I don't want to make a broad generalization. See what I did there? I couldn't even keep a straight face through that. I'm sorry. I know. Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You're just gonna get us in trouble. I don't want to get yelled at. Okay? Yeah, everybody's a critic. You know, you don't have any more counter space. All your closet room is taken up. Everywhere you look, there's less and less room for your shit. Where does it end? I don't know. You, over there, in a plaid shirt. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't think I know what's going on in your house, sir? I'm very well aware. We already know what's going on. Maybe you flirted around with the idea of marriage. Maybe you've been married for a couple months now. Maybe you've just been casually seeing this man on the side. I don't know what your business is. I'm not trying to fucking assume, right? Maybe we know all your shit is slowly working its way over to the garage. Those fucking trophies you may have had or may not have had. I'm trying to think of generalizations about men now. You know? Whatever it is that you're into, you look around your house and all of a sudden you don't see it anymore until you walk into your bathroom and there it is. Oh, shit. I knew this day would come. That sounded like an edit. Hopefully, it will play like one. I knew this day would come. There it is. The toothbrush. The long story short is I include you motherfuckers, man. I get it, dude. I can't be the only one. But everybody's too busy. You know what's fucked up? Since we're ranting, fuck it. Why not? I was in a Facebook group, right? Which one I won't say, because I don't know what the rules and regulations are of who runs what group and who wants it to be advertised and who doesn't. But I'm in this group, which I was invited to by a woman, okay? Several of them. By several, I mean 3. It's not more than that, even though I make it sound that way. 3 separate women invited me to this group, right? So I'm in the group. I don't post anything for months. I don't even really pay much attention to it. And then something related, a question that I have, I'm like, you know what? Let me post this in the group. This seems like a good place for me to put this. So I do that. I get a response from a bunch of people. And here it comes. The Facebook message. Right? I look, I open it up, and there it is. Hey, you know, you might want to check out this, and this. By the way, who invited you to this group anyway? And I'm like, oh, you know, one of my girlfriends did it. Like, that's not the exact phrasing that I used. I think one of my friends invited me, you know, and she thought it would be alright, you know? Something along those lines. And this person said, how about I refer you to this group instead, because there are more men there, and maybe you'll be more comfortable. Would you be interested in that? No! And I politely responded back, no, I'm okay. Honestly, I'm not looking to... I'm a very casual Facebook user. Like, I don't use it often, let alone post in groups and shit like that. So I think, you know, I'm good. And to which I guess what she was really saying was, we don't want dicks around here. You have one, so go join your other friends with dicks over there. Fuckface. Get it?
Where do you think you're going? Aren't you open?
Sorry, ma'am, but unlike your mouth, we occasionally close.
And I said, oh, no, it's okay, ma'am. Really, I'm fine. I don't need another glass of water. I don't want a cookie. No, thank you. Oh, you're having one, goddammit. Sends me the invite, or rather invites me into that group, which, by the way, is biased in and of itself, but we'll get to that. Invites me into the group and says, there you go, all fixed. Paraphrasing, something along those lines. Go fuck yourself. Goodbye. What I'm getting at is, can you explain to me, why is it, and if you're a feminist out there, feel free to contact me. Slide into my DMs, as they say, all the hip kids, at Laughing Birds on Twitter, YT on Instagram. Hit me in the YouTube comments, whatever you want to do, whatever way that you see fit to contact me. But, you know, I noticed that a lot of people, especially as of lately, everybody talks about equality. Everybody wants to, you know, I just want to do what they could do, right? Not to bring it all the way back into some racial shit, but kind of have to for it to make sense, right? There was a time in this country which should be looked down upon by everybody. Unfortunately, it's not. Some people have fonder memories of it than they should. Other people wish they lived there, even though you would never make it in that time because they would have killed your punk ass also. But you go ahead and keep playing with them tiki torches. Fucking. Ugh. Here's my point, dude. If the whole idea was to be fucking included, why do some of you go out of your fucking way to remind anybody that doesn't have a fucking vagina that all you want is separation? Can you explain that to me, please? Because I don't fucking get it. You're not supposed to get it. You got a dick. Maybe that's your argument. Maybe it's not. The way that I see it, and please correct me if I'm fucking wrong, I am in every way, shape, and form open and delighted by the idea of debating you on this issue, this topic, whatever you want to call it. But don't think you can come up in here and be bossing me around on my shit, because that's not going to fucking happen. We're going to speak respectfully to one another, or we don't fucking talk. So you can understand that right fucking now. And I say that because this is my motherfucking show, and I run it how I see fit. You would like to run it a different way, I would be more than willing to be a participant on your fucking show. And then you can set the rules however you want. I don't get it, man. I sat in that group for probably 6 months. Didn't say 2 fucking words to anybody. Nobody knew I was there. I could have been leaving pecker tracks in the fucking drapes for months. Nobody would have noticed until it started to smell. Instead, I just decided to do something fucking harmless, ask a dumb question. And now it's dicks over there, pussies over here. Why do you fight to be included in shit when all you want to do is have an all-girls club? I don't understand. What do you really think I'm gonna do? Maybe it's not because of you. Maybe it's because of other guys. And they're just assuming that you are whatever way, or they're just trying to make it so that, you know, shit doesn't get fucking rocky, whatever. I don't know what the fucking situation is, dude, but it kind of bothers me. It doesn't kind of bother me, it really bothers me that, you know, like this, if it would have just said up front, if this is an all girls group, we would rather men have their own group. Okay, look, man, whatever you want to do, that's your business. But I didn't see anything about not, you know, being permitted to be there. And most importantly, I was invited to this shit on 3 separate occasions by women who all frequent this group all the time. So I would imagine if it wasn't cool, they wouldn't have fucking invited me. Unless they wanted this moment to happen. Which I doubt very much that they even would have had the foresight to see this. Not that they're not smart. Because I don't think they're aware of what my creative process is. Because half the time, I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to talk about. Which is what kind of keeps it interesting. But, you know, I don't get it, man. I really don't. Like, just, it's the fact, it's not, if she would have just said, like, you know, guys make some of us kind of uncomfortable. Whatever the reason is, dude. Okay, cool. I'm not trying to make anybody uncomfortable. I thought it was okay that I was in here. I figured somebody would have checked me months ago.
Whoa! This is the Roxbury. No one gets in unless you're on the list.
We're on the list.
Yeah. Names?
So Butabi. Steve Butabi.
Your brothers?
No. Yes!
It's quite a joke.
Doug is hilarious. Yeah, I know.
Check this out. You ever heard of this one? You're not on the list, so feel free to get in line.
We're gonna go wait in line. Maybe we'll hang out later?
There's no chance of that happening.
Sounds good. You know what was wrong with this place? It's tough to say, considering we didn't get in. Exactly. They don't know how to properly evaluate the incoming clientele. I thought we just didn't look cool enough. Come on, you are a beautiful man. You know what we're gonna do when we get our own club? Get in? Yeah, but we're also gonna treat all the outside wannabes just as well as any legendary television star. That's pretty Roosevelt of you. It's just what I believe in.
As I've said, I'm not in your group scrolling through the feed of who all is posting about what anyway. It doesn't matter. But as soon as you see me, you gotta boot me out and then force me to join some other group? Now I don't want to fuck with you at all. Now I don't want to fuck with you at all. And the worst part is, there's a crossover. Women can join this group. No men can join that group. I don't understand. What the fuck is that about? Power trip? I don't know. Be offended. I don't fucking care. Cancel me. I need the ratings. That's my new goddamn slogan. How about that? Why don't we fucking do that from now on? Jesus, man. What a shit show. So we walk away. You can't smoke in your apartment. Probably gonna get arrested by the cops, even though you don't have a medical marijuana license, so you have no reason to worry about it at all whatsoever. Hoodies are motherfucking expensive, which is probably the reason why they're all being sold for $45 to $50. But even if that's the case, I mean, come on, dude. How does it make sense? All right. If they're $30 a piece, And the more you buy, the more you save. So let's at most you're buying maybe 20. You gotta be you're making way more than $10 profit on that flip, or you wouldn't be selling it at that price. I'm not fucking dumb. So there's gotta be a work in the system that I'm not seeing somewhere. Merch will come eventually. It will come. And when it does, it's going to be affordable. There will not be a hoodie for more than tops $25. Because obviously shipping and all that bullshit. And it's not even like I'm trying to be a conglomerate. I'm making hoodies because I need to advertise. I need people to see what the fuck is going on here. At the least, stop by and check it out. Because listen, dude, if you want something in this fucking world, nobody's gonna hand it to you. You gotta fucking wake up, go and take that shit. You gotta rob the world blind while nobody's looking sometimes, dude. And that's exactly what the fuck I plan on doing. So I'll, have it maybe sometime in the future. I can have it up where some of them are for sale. Maybe a couple of you guys would like to fucking rock a hoodie with the podcast logo on it. Not that I expect a single fucking person to want to do that. Just saying. I'm doing it personally because I really enjoy what I'm doing. And if I can fucking carve a base out of this or continue to make the base bigger, then why the fuck not? I've never been in a position in my life where something is mine. You know what I mean? Like, where it is now, this is my shit, dude. I control the shots. I say what goes and what stays. I've always been in with somebody. I've never done anything on my own. So this is something that I'm doing that I can be proud of, that I've started. With help, obviously. We didn't get here alone. We all know who I'm talking about. Shout out to that person.
It was every man's fantasy to be kept by a woman whose skirt is as short as the lifespan of the man that she chooses. But I said no.
Why?
Well, because I realized that everything I've been doing up to now, the bathing, the brushing, the changing of the socks, the being nice to people, the trying to succeed, it's all for nothing. All those things are designed to attract. Why should I be attractive? I'm married with children.